All right, so I got the very first patch of the day's patch notes pulled up, so we'll go over that a little bit.
Okay.
I think that it's important to point out that you can no longer stand still with most builds.
Basically, playing the game is important.
Playing the game
And
is important right now.
before patch 1.0, you were able to defeat the game without playing it by getting so strong that you could stand still. After patch 1.0, that should be way less viable, especially in the earlier waves, right?
Right.
Um, yeah. So the way that we did that, right? The way that we were tackling that was by let me see. There's a few things that were like majorly overperforming, right? One of them was HP regen. That was majorly overperforming. What else was there, Pop?
Lifesteal and block.
Right. So can you talk about what you did with those?
So for lifesteal, I moved the tick counter where it ticked every 3 seconds to where it ticks every 5 seconds, and I reduced uh the numbers down on the items down probably like 20%.
So reduced tick rate on the HP regen, and then the actual numbers themselves got nerfed as well.
All right, and then for block, I just reduced the numbers.
Okay.
Um, and for regen, lifesteal, I think I broke it, so it might not be working at all.
Okay.
After watching you play, I thought that it was working a little bit, but
I don't know that I was getting lifesteal either.
I don't think we're getting any lifesteal. So
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
patch that tonight probably.
Yep.
Um,
Something to definitely
so
something to iron out.
all right, we adjusted the cost of the melee weapons because they were way too cheap.
Yeah, and I think that was a good cost. The shop is good, man. It's pretty dialed in. You can get your rerolls, but you can't really spam it. And if you spam it at the wrong time, you can see like how I did just now on stream, right? I spammed it, and then what happened? I rolled a legendary bow and I busted by like 40 gold because I was spamming rerolls, right? So it's like you can spam it, but if you don't keep your bankroll high enough, you're gonna spam it and then you're gonna hit something good and you might not be able to afford it.
All right. Back to what you were saying about the gameplay balancing. Another big addition that we made was the enemy scaling. So the heroes are now stronger every wave.
Yes.
That was not the case before. Everybody had static damage. The only way that you were taking more threat, basically, or more
Damages if you got hit by multiple projectiles at the same time, right?
basically, or multiple guys coming in and hitting you. The more enemies equals more damage method was pretty bad.
Right.
So
But sorry.
no. So we
So
we added more damage and more enemies.
per wave
Yep.
progressively
Yep.
throughout the game, right? Not
Right.
just like for one wave. So now it should just feel a little bit more dialed in as you progress throughout the game, wave from wave.
Yep. All the way up to wave 20, which they're when you start wave 20, they're as hard as they're going to get for now. Wave 20 will eventually. We are working on. We'll see if it works out. Adding other bosses that the heroes have summoned to help vanquish you. So there'll be enemy bosses. They'll move a lot slower than the little guys, but they're gonna be hanging back, like casting spells or doing whatever they do. I haven't quite figured it out, but they gotta
Give one of
do.
them a silence, bro. No dash, no roar.
Ooh, okay.
You get hit by the silence, right? It's like the
Might be silence
CEO.
zones. So
Yeah,
that
dude.
they might throw out AoE spots that
Right.
hurt you if you go in, that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Slow you, damage you, whatever, whatever the debuff would be, but they debuff you, basically a zone that debuffs you,
Yeah.
potentially. That could be cool.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about stuff anymore that we haven't done. Let's get back
Yep.
to what we have done.
Okay.
Let's all right. We'll open up.
Major shop improvements. So I know that you did gain access to the shop inside level 20 now.
Yes. And a victory screen was added because if you win, you should know about it.
Right. So that's good. Victory screen when you beat the game. That's huge.
Yeah. Now we'll go to the second big patch of the day. The issue that caused this patch. The issue that caused this patch was that the enemies stopped spawning if the max count was ever reached. So the max count is at 250 enemies. We did that because it was lagging people's computers out to have so many enemies, so many projectiles, so many gold spawning at once. Like we're getting up to like 4 or 5, 600 count enemies sometimes.
Yeah. And then my frames are going down to like 30 frames, and it creates a less than desirable experience for the player.
So what happened was the first couple of players who got to level 20 were like, hey, they just stopped spawning after a few minutes. And I cleared them out, and I was able to just sit there and win the game.
Okay.
And with no more enemies spawning. So we had to implement some spawner improvements. So we did a lot to this spawner, but basically the long and the short of it is the enemies now maintain the max number of enemies once they reach it. So as you kill it, so say your axe goes through and kills 7 enemies start to spawn. Poop, poop, poop. Real fast.
Yeah.
And it's like instantly, as an enemy dies, an enemy spawns.
So
it's
it
like
just keeps that it's gonna keep that max cap going.
it's going to keep the max cap going the whole time you're in the wave. So if you slip up and you stop and you don't have one of those builds that you can just stand there and take it, you're get crushed. Yeah,
for sure.
And that's how we want it.
Yeah.
We want you to be playing the game. And we did another little update because I had set the Minotaur up so he was invincible basically, so I could test the stats. We met the stats, the shop page in the final wave, and to test the 250 cap. So what I would do is I would run around the outside of the map, let 250 spawn, and then run through in the middle and just stand there and kill all of them.
Yeah.
With 100% block, you can't take any damage. Yeah.
To see that they would continue to spawn as you would kill them.
Right.
Right.
And it took about 6 or 7 iterations, but I got it.
There's an update right now. It's literally updating right now. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
It says updating. You
may have had the version.
Yeah. I just got to update.
That's great.
I don't know what it was for, but
that was for that update you just got was because the Minotaurs was unkillable.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So let's see the damage scaling, and can we just take a minute to talk about some things that you are aware of that you are working on fixes for?
Yes, absolutely.
One of those things, there's a known bug where we thought that the looting was not working 100% of the time, so I guess we'll have to go over and like just do some testing with that, see what that's like right now.
Yeah, I know it's working at least once. What I mean
Like
by
when you
once,
take it.
like if you take looting, I think it works that one time and adds looting to
For the
you.
following wave.
No, no, I'm just saying in general. It just adds 1 point of looting, and you only get 1 point of looting, period. So it adds just one extra coin for every coin you pick up, one time.
That's still big.
It is, and you should take, I think, at least one looting when you're playing
Yeah.
right now, just for that benefit. But I don't think you should take any more than that.
That also means that you should do it at a medium level when there's more things spawning, because you're going to generate more coin and you can get a higher payout
Right.
of the actual usage of it. Okay. And then there is a bug where when dying at the same time as completing a wave, the game ends but still tells the player wave completed.
Yeah. We are aware of that, but I want to make it clear that that is the intended behavior. That if you die and the timer runs out and you still die, you're dead. There's no
Right.
coming back from being dead. But it
Right.
should say wave failed, not wave complete. And you
Well, I
should
think that there's also
or
possibly a moment. Sorry.
go ahead.
I think that there's a moment where after like where the wave ends, where the projectiles are still flying at you and you can't move your character. Does that happen?
It does that.
Right. Okay. So in that moment, if players are dying in that moment, then that would be a game breaking bug, right? So
That
we have to
is, yeah.
figure out if that is happening, right?
It's
I don't.
definitely happening at least once or
Right.
twice out of like, say you did it 100 waves, you'd probably die from that like twice and probably get frustrated and quit.
Right. So out of 100 people, then if that was the first game for two of them, they're going to be salty.
Yeah,
Right.
I gotta figure
Right.
it out.
Just something to just something to note that you are aware of and that you're looking into.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want bugs in the game any more than the players do, for sure, and
Yeah.
I'm sure every developer feels that. And um, this is my first
So
game.
right, I mean, in the devlog it says that you're gonna try. It says the screen should say wave failed when dying at the end. So I'm assuming that you're just gonna try to have it stop at some point. Wave failed, and then you go back to the main menu.
So what I think we need to add this to the doc. I need to add a pausable or cue free ability to projectiles when they're in the air when the game pauses.
At a what? Oh, a stop for them.
Yeah.
Pause projectile movement when the game is in menu screens. Is that good or
Yeah.
no?
Or when the scene tree gets paused. I don't understand what that means.
When the scene tree gets paused. Pause projectile movement when the scene tree gets paused a second.
Yep.
Sweet. Damn. Good to go.
Or right, or make the player give the player iframes as soon as the game pauses.
Okay.
That would handle the solution for everything. So anytime
Oh yeah, okay. But you have to make sure that that doesn't get abused
well, I mean,
by the player, right? Because like
right, you
now I'm
can't
thinking,
move. You
oh, I'm gonna
obviously,
die. I'm gonna pause it real quick and get some iframes to avoid this burst because I'm cheeky and I'm gonna min max everything, right? Like, so just like you can't leave that loophole. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. I'm just specifically speaking of when it moves from a wave when the wave timer times out
Okay.
when the wave pauses.
Right. At the
I
end of I got
I
you.
can add it before the wave pauses to give the player iframes right there. And then when the player comes back in, I can turn its monitoring back on. I'll probably, yeah, that'll come out in the next patch. So we'll probably address all these bugs in the next patch. So we can talk about what we're aiming to do.
Okay. Yeah. So I was going to ask, is there anything that you're looking forward to in the future that you want to share today?
Um, I don't want to share anything that I'm not sure I can do.
Okay.
I am excited to add one more set of abilities to the, like, so right now we have a Q, which is a fear, and a dash, and the movement, and that's the whole game. So survival is movement, yeah, but I was thinking I'm gonna add some form of boss specific mechanic for the E button, and
Okay.
because it's right there next to where you're playing, I think the E
Yeah,
button's a
for
great
sure.
addition.
I agree.
But don't take any of this just to mean that this is for sure what he's doing, because it's not.
Yeah, just thoughts, just brainstorming.
Yeah, we're brainstorming here. Maybe some guys will drop little enemy, like, I call them enemies because you're the boss, and the heroes are heroes, so that's how I'm gonna refer to them. So you drop little enemies that'll go out and fight the heroes for you,
Okay.
or go out and interrupt them, or maybe the
Something
slime.
that sucks them in, or something that takes their focus for a minute, forces their target for a minute.
Yeah, like a taunt ability on something, or maybe the slime leaves a grease stain that is acid and hurts the guys, and like does ticking damage as they're walking across it. Stuff like
Yeah.
that. I
Or
don't.
like after their dash, a
Yeah,
trail after their dash or something.
yeah. Maybe it's a passive that affects how all of your, like, your roar and your dash works.
Oh, that's interesting. Like you press it and it gives you a buffer on those two,
Right.
but
Maybe.
maybe it makes them have a longer cooldown.
Yeah.
Like an empower, right? Like
Yeah.
like think karma, right? I'm thinking karma.
Yeah. Um, I was thinking maybe specifically for the for like the slime. So you press it, and when you roar, it like spits acid at the people that are close to you, or like chunks of itself.
Okay, that would be sick.
And maybe it, when those chunks land, they're little slimes and they run around. But I don't know. We're still working on stuff. It's
Just
that,
brainstorming.
yeah, that kind of stuff's a long way off.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
there's so much I want to get done in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you see for the end? What's the end goal for Boss Battle Arena?
Um, let's see, a complete game that has leaderboards.
So you want people to be able to see their progress, and if it's good enough, have it be a staple among the community. That's good.
Yeah, I want.
I like that.
I want each boss to have their own arena. So right
Okay.
now, every boss is in the same arena, which doesn't really make sense right now. But it's, we're in early access, like early access. So um, we only have one arena, and the arenas are all going to be the same size for now. I think that's only fair that they be the same size because you would have to change a whole lot of stuff to make the like a bigger or smaller size arena viable.
Yeah, like the projectile speed and all that, the amount of mobs, and yeah, for sure. I think the size is fine.
Yep. I do want to add terrain that can block projectiles and players and enemies.
Wow. Okay.
Um, just another aspect of cheekiness to the game that adds a lot of depth without a whole lot of
In depth
it's a really
analysis.
simple mechanic. It's a wall,
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
and you
And
can
it
use the
doesn't.
wall to block people, to make them run around you. Your weapons are going
Yeah.
to go through it. Theirs aren't.
Huh.
You're the boss. You win. Like at least the melee weapons are going to go through. Maybe the I don't know,
Huh.
or maybe they won't. Who knows? We'll
Yeah,
see how
dude.
that interacts,
Yeah. Yeah. I have
and
to
we'll see
test
how
it
it
out.
feels, which is the most important thing. How it feels.
Yeah, that's what the players care about, right? They just want a game that feels good and it's fun to play and has some complexity to it, but it's not so complex that you have to have a PhD to play it, like Escape from Tarkov, right? People don't
Yeah.
necessarily want that. You know.
So, um, for wave 20, we might turn the timer upside down so it counts up instead of down, so it makes you
I'm a
feel.
huge fan of that. I think that that's a great idea. And then even if you wanted to like start the leaderboard at the end, right? Like it so that you could have it at like 33 minutes and then it could come up like, "Hey, you've beaten the game. If you want to go for the world record, continue now." You know what I mean? Press OK. This is
Oh,
your
that's a
last shop, right? This is your last shop now. Spend all your money and, you're going for the record, you know what I mean? That would be
yeah.
intense too.
Gold no longer drops.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, golden weapons no longer drop, right? The armor is out of town.
Yeah.
Shops closed. This is it now. And you will die, right? It's not like something you can beat. Make it like that. It's like you will die. It's like see how long you can last.
Maybe
The
that
official game is over.
maybe the damage and the enemy's health scale, and I slowly remove the enemy cap count over time. I need to write this down. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
like
we're
like
recording.
like that fight, like the wave beyond the wave, right? Like
Yeah,
it's like congratulations, you unlocked the boss wave.
yeah,
The CEO wave, dude. That's what it is.
yeah. Hey guys, if you like what you see, please go into the Steam store and go to these patch notes and give them a thumbs up.
Let's see here.
That way, and discuss with them so other people might want to see them. Yeah, this is how we get the game seen from people interacting with this stuff.
Right.
So, please do it. I would really appreciate it. All right. I don't really. You got any more questions about the game?
I don't have any more. That's it for me for today.
Awesome. I think that's great to end the dev talk here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll raid you real quick, and
Good
then
stuff.
we're gonna call the